Good morning. Been over a week. Been a week. I never sure I'm going to anywhere. Nah, it was a week. Busy, 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 busy. I need to fix. Blonde, blonde. How you doing? Seameister. I saw you were asking questions. Yeah, so that band is called Cage Nine. Really cool. Fuck. Really cool. Singer Evan has actually been around. Like people don't realize that he's been around, but he's been. Um, he was in Power Man 5000 for a while. Currently, I think he plays guitar for Lacey Strum. I found him because I found the band because of Moanin' Future. How you doing? We were just talking about a band called Cage Nine. I think you actually might you might enjoy them. I opened with one of their songs. Oddly enough, the first record that they have is called El Motivo, or the first record I heard called El Motivo, and they did a an English version and a Spanish version of the album. But the song that really grabbed me was a song called Dead Letters. I haven't hooked ever to the band. They I got to open with for them for with Dim, and the singer Evan, and he's the core writer. Absolutely like one of the coolest people on earth. He fucking he got me all geeked out because he had this guitar case, right? He has this fucking guitar case, and it's basically shows you the front bumper or something of a Cadillac, and it has the license plate frame. He took one of our dim stickers and put it on the license plate of his case. Somewhere I have a picture of it. I was like, I thought it was so cool, and that was like at the end of the show, so he had seen us play. It's cool. It was one of those moments that like I really love, doing music because, so, bro, you meet some heroes, all right, and sometimes they're just not what you think they are. Um, they're like sometimes they're crappy people. Really like that's not what. Future, how you feeling this morning? I know you've been under the weather. Why do we call it under the weather? Aren't we technically always under the weather? Well, I've been powering through day 6 of the Canadian flu, but without ibuprofen due to it having caused a more sore throat yesterday. And I've completed my PC. Ooh, yeah, because you sent a picture of your build you were working on, the all white, the all the all cool kid white option, or the cool kid white option. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm old school, like the straight, but I want a murdered out computer. Cool kid, yeah, the cool kids club option. You had to spell them all with K's, didn't you? Started playing In's free game. It's absolutely free. You can get it on Epic or Steam, or you can download it right off the Where Wins. Completely free. It has an option that allows for a more single player driven experience. And then there's a version, I guess, or an option where it'll focus more on player. Obviously, I went with the single player because that's what I do. Um, I don't have a verdict on it yet. There's a lot to take in. It looks beautiful for the most, for the most part. Um, Pretty looking game. There are a couple animations here or there that are me. Yeah, I keep meaning to replace it because Link Space is down. There is no more Link Space. Link Space has left the building. Um, I haven't had a chance to go fix it. It was through Streamlabs. Streamlabs ran it, and then recently Streamlabs said, "Hey, we're not doing this no more." Which sucks because I thought Link Space was like one of the cooler ones because it was free and you could get like background animations. It's like woo. Um, but no, it's gone. So sad. What's up, Mac? How you doing? I don't know. I never heard of Link Bio. Link Tree I heard of, but I tried to do a Link Tree. But it was like ugh. My weekend is okay so far. Um, Still waiting to get the plumbing fixed to the house. I had to have somebody come do an asbestos survey yesterday because my house is so old. And then he was telling me, like, none of these companies communicate, all right? Like, the girl I talked to that set it up was like, oh, it's $200 for 3 samples, which I can't really afford, but I need to do it to get the work done. So I was like, all right, cool. I only need 2 samples, so, we can just get a third one in case. She didn't communicate the proper process to me. Apologies for the delay. Oh, no apologies whatsoever needed whatsoever. I just realized the glass had the plastic wrap on it. Oh yeah, that happens. Sometimes they wrap it so well. But yeah, they came, and he started taking all these samples from the areas that I needed him to take it from. And then he's like, all right, that'll be, and he starts calculating like $400 or something. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Girl on the phone said it was $200. And he was like, oh yeah, that's just for 3 samples. We have to take 3 samples from every area. And I'm all, that's not what, she didn't communicate that. She said 3 samples. I said, all right, cool. I need a sample here, a sample here, and a sample here. And she said, okay, cool. Like, and set everything up. So then he was like, all right, well, I can tell you these parts right here have been modernized, so they're probably going to pass. So we're only going to worry about these 4 samples here, and we'll only charge you the 200. And I'm like, all right, dude, but I just need you to understand that the plumber specifically asked for these areas. And um and I was like, I need this work to get done. I was like, he specifically said these areas, and the guy's like, that's not how it works. So it's just fucking. It's been a nightmare trying to get this shit. Nice pic of me yawning or screaming. Can't tell. um, I thought it was like I kind of look like I stubbed my toe in that picture. Anyway, the whole process of getting this thing done has just been a nightmare. So we'll find out in a couple of days whether or not. Because he was all like, "Well, once the test comes back, just have the plumber call me." Okay, cool. We'll do that. I'll take your fucking word for it, there, guy. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it's enough to get it done. Even the RAM has RGB. That shit's cool. Like when can you control the RGB on the RAM? That seems to me, even though I know that, we're in 2025, my brain when it comes to RAM is still thinking in 1995. I don't know, but I like that it changes color all the minute. That's good. Sometimes you have those ones that um they fucking see, this is basically telling that was the thing. The reason I went with Link Space so long, Mac, was because you could do more with it for free. And all the cool stuff that you want to do with Linktree feels like you have to pay for it. And that makes me sad because Link Space is gone now. I should probably turn those off. Let's see. Good merchant. I think that one's in Nightbot. I'm gonna have to turn it off for a little. And there was a. I use link bio for my personal. Check those out if you want to have. One page. Botrix. Dick. Naughty. Features like integrate. Yeah, like I said, I've never link bio. That I know about Linktree. I know all about Linktree. Linktree has a Linktree. No dog, I heard like Link gave you a Linktree, Linktree, Linktree. Why are Linktree for? I'll get it set up. Hopefully someday, maybe. So, said you were good, Mac. How was your weekend? Or do you weekend on week? You weekend on weekends or week? When I'm not busy with weddings, I try to weekend on weekends. So yes, it's good. Glad to hear. The other night, the other night when I was watching Genki, and you were on his stream, like visibly, and I kept looking for your stream, and I couldn't find your stream. Kind of threw me off. Actually, I think it was yesterday. Either yes, yeah, pretty sure it was yesterday. I just know I had game. I was watching, and you were on it, and then I was looking for you, and I couldn't find you on either side. Oh man, right now, I wish I knew what my days off were. As of right now, like the only set stream days are Sunday and Monday with the baby. I'm really hoping soon I can get to a point where I can stream more regularly again. Oh yeah, so I was talking about when where winds meet. So where winds meet came out this week. It's a game that I've had an eye on for a long time, about a year and a half or so. Um, it takes place in like far back China. Um, I thought it was a cinematic story game the whole entire time. Like the whole entire time. Apparently, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's a single player RPG MMO hybrid. And it's completely free. Well, not completely free. It's completely free to download and play the game. But they have a, they almost have like a fucking like a Fortnite battle pass type thing where you can get cosmetics and shit like that. But you have to pay for the battle pass. So that's how they make their money. I guess there's stuff you can unlock and find in the game as well, but there's like special stuff you get through the battle. I feel like battle passes are such a weird practice. Like, follow me here on my thought. So the battle pass, you pay for the battle pass, right? That means you are giving the company money for the battle pass. Yet you still have to play and earn, right? Stay with me. And earn all the things in the battle pass that you paid for. Am I the am I alone in saying that if I'm paying for the battle pass that you should just give me the shit? Right? Like I'm going to play the game either way, but like just give me the shit. I've already paid you for said shit. Just give it to me. I feel like this is only a logical argument and nobody jumps on the argument. I mean, I feel like we should class action here. You know, I don't know how that would work, but that's not my problem. That's a lawyer's problem. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think we're gonna get the game started. Getting ready to go back home for Friendsgiving night. You need to tell me about the spread later. Because it's a unspoken rule if you mention things that involve food, you have to tell us. Properly. The spread jalapeno poppers, bananas, balls, roast chicken, Chinese pastry, apples, pumpkin, whole bunch. That sounds like an amazing spread. I bet. All right, so we're in the middle of our final pass. Seashell, seashell, seashell. By the yes, the pants. You have any seashells? Seashells? Seashells. Seashells! Seashells? Seashells. 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 Nobody has any seashells. 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 He has seashells. So just the drowners have seashells? Come here, little bitch. Seashells. Seashells. Need 4 more seashells. Seashells. No, that's not. Oh, critical. Lost. Ah. Let's see. I appreciate you, Cakes. Thanks for dabbing me up. Need some more drowners. Wheel. Give me 4 more seashells. She will sell. Oh my god! Holy fuck, dude. There's like 80 billion of them. Fire. Matt, you bitch. Actually, where is he? I heard him. Oh, he's right there. Maybe, bro. Oh shit. Oh, they're fighting. Arrows in my... Bro, I'm fucking doing damage to him right now. That sucks. I almost had him dead. Well, not really. I had him on the ropes, man. I just find like a bug. He's like not attacking me. I'm about to kill him. I killed the four dweller ghost. So stupid. David Spawns, how you doing? Don't I already have some of this? That we can put away. I don't use dagger. So 92 6 that. I don't even know why I have all these. Oh yeah, I was. See, don't I have unstoppable? Bella, honorary blades. We pressure. We only need one. Fucking Chatterblade. I do. I have another one. Ah. Clearing out some inventory here. Not that I need to clear out space in my box. Viva. This game could have done with a nice little thing, but all kinds of show off armor. The pants of Pansley Freedom. First game. Person. Goes to here.
Did you hear? Looks like we've taken in some new refugees. This time, from the Forlorn Swords. Imagine that! The Del Reader, seeking shelter within our walls. And good for them. As far as I'm concerned, the Horns of the South can be a home for anyone. Captain Seamus is one hell of a good man. Hmm? Aye. Whatever.
Sometimes it's nice.
Wait, what was I? What did I sell him? So these. Oh, I forgot to sell my. Um, I feel like there should be like a set option where you can see everything by. Ow. I said, or Elliot 5%. Randomly zaps a nearby enemy, dealing 2% of. Have a bit. let's see. Anything cool? Helmet. Want something that looks. We'll come back. We need to finish. Drowners, drowners. No fucking drowners, really? Right, I know where I can. Oh, yeah, he needs. Guy, where are you?
Yes? Those are reasonably fresh. Good work. Now, I need the eye of a marrowgast. With such a delight in hand, one can see ghosts, and I know marrowgasts were seen in the swamps near Kuanacht. Perhaps you can find them elsewhere. Yeah? Let's see. My former associates tried to trick me with a cow's eye. Those idiots really thought I wouldn't know the difference. But this is the real deal. Here's your payment. Now, let's see if you're really worth anything. I'm sure you're familiar with Fall Dwellers. Great, you can still find the remains of Fall Dwellers in Avalon. And it just so happens that their index fingers make excellent protective amulets. The problem is that I don't know where to find the well-preserved remains of a Fall Dweller. Bring me the index finger of a Fall Dweller.
Never. Who knew that there was no mission? Oh, we're gonna. No. I'll be right back. Yo. Sorry, I had to change the baby, make her a bottle. A mom could. Alright, so we have all the seashells that she will sell by the seashore. And then also, we picked up another mission. Which I'm pretty sure. I know there's a fast travel in this area. How did I not have it? Bro, I just one-shotted a bear. It has to be a fast travel. Anyway, there's the body of a Ford dweller. What is? I just took the finger. Shit, I just saw the sassy slurp. I'm sorry about that. One chat doesn't show redeem. I gave you an extra long one there. Let's see, fast travel. So we get 2 missions we need to finish. Both in the area, so. Ow.
Ah, the seashells. Thank you. You know, this might be the most humble gift I've ever received, but it could also be the most precious. Truthfully, I was somewhat skeptical of whether you were actually listening to my ramblings. And for that, I am deeply grateful. I've always had the impression that Duncan became rather weary of my endless babble. Though, upon reflection, I confess I found his conversations equally tiresome. I'm sorry to cut this visit short, but there is something I simply must attend to as soon as possible. But I'd really love it if you visited again soon. Well, now, thank you for this glowing praise. I shall cling to it till my final breath. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an extremely important project to finish. Do come back later, will you?
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, you've arrived. Marvelous. I must confess, I've been eagerly awaiting your next visit. Today, I have crafted something quite special just for you. Here, behold my very first creation, expressly designed just for you. Well, yes, but not this one, my dear. This one is extraordinary, and not exactly fitting for the court, since, as you very well know, it was sewn together from rags. Nevertheless, I'm confident it will look splendid on you. Besides, I designed it to be practical as well as striking, so it should serve you well on your travels. Oh, my dear. My dear, I'm so terribly sorry, but whatever gave you that notion? It is merely a token of my gratitude. You've been so incredibly supportive, and while I am fond of you, it is not in the romantic sense. Surely you weren't under that impression. Oh, what a relief. I would hate to think that I might have unintentionally led you astray. Now, I hope it will serve you well, and should anyone ask about the designer, feel free to send them my way. As always... Ah, my dear friend. How delightful.
What did she give me? A fashionable noblet. Look at me.
Ah. As always.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry I haven't caught many of your streams lately. I fucking... since you're doing the kick thing and I haven't been able to update my thing, I don't get my noties. Well, I mean, I know you've been off, but there's been times or streaming don't see until been getting dental work done. Nice.
Yes? You really did. Of course, I still need to examine it thoroughly to confirm it belongs to a four-dweller, but it looks exactly like the diagrams. Here's your payment. You've earned it. Don't have a job for you right now. Check back with me in a while.
Somewhere I need to check here. Been playing off stream. Have you checked out Where Winds Meet yet? It's free.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Fuck off. Yeah, I started playing it. Stairs. It's cool. I haven't, I'm not fully decided on it yet, but it's kind of cool. There's a lot to it. It has a single player aspect to it and a multiplayer aspect to it. I'm just not sure how how one ties to the other yet. But it's completely free. You can get it on Steam. You can get it on Epic. Right off their website.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Fuck off. And June's shrouded update. What have they added to it?
Help a soul out on your journey.
A new biome of water. Really? Camelot Barracks. Looking for the red priests. Quarantine hut now. Nope. So when you say a new bio, like, so there's like underwater tunnels or like, because I mean, Enshrouded doesn't seem like the kind of game that you would build underwater in. Whole new land area. Okay. You can build underwater. Interesting.
I am an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red Death. My struggle continues on the holy island.
It's true.
You hear the word, follow it.
What's the hospital?
Go with her.
Bless with her going. May you bless go. May you be with her bless.
You don't... Welcome to my home, stranger. Whatever brings you here, know that the Langfords were always known for hospitality. Even in times like these. Sit down. Have a drink with me. This is precisely what you should expect from the Langfords. This place has seen better days, sure. Used to be full of people. Now no one bothers. Not since things turned sour. But it's still mine. I was born here, and I'll die here. Let those damn Camelotians try and drag me out. That said, do you have anything we could drink? Finally! Someone with proper manners. Everyone else around here just takes and takes. I've nearly forgotten what kindness feels like. But never mind all that. Come, sit, feel at home. What's the word out there? Still cheering and selling cabbages while the world rots beneath their feet? They happened to themselves. Misfortune, betrayal, weakness. By the time it all landed on me, the gold was gone and the doors were already closing. And somehow I'm the one everyone points at. The Camelosians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. And now they strut about, issuing orders about the weirdness coming. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home, isn't it? Have you now? Convenient. Listen, stranger. Fog and strange lights don't make a catastrophe. This island has always had its oddities. The Langfords have documented them for generations. What you saw was probably just marsh gas or one of the old ruins shifting. They've manipulated you, just as they try to manipulate everyone. But I know better. This house stays, and so do I. Survivors what? A nobody scraping by, begging favors. Better to die remembered here than live forgotten out there. And go where? Wander the roads like some beggar? My family has lived in this town for centuries. I'd rather be crushed beneath the stones my forefathers placed here than abandon them. All alone? Not quite. There's one left. A servant. Stays up in that shed on the roof. She doesn't talk much, though. She's probably waiting for me to croak, so she can sell the place for scrap. But she'll be waiting a while. I've outlived better people. My uncle's betrayal is what started it all. He convinced my father to invest the family fortune in a new mining venture in the northern hills. He said the ore will make us wealthier than ever. The mine flooded, the workers died, and the council demanded reparations that bled us dry. Then the vultures descended. Merchants calling in debts. Neighbors turning their backs. My father died of grief. And I inherited nothing. Leaving already? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. Everyone leaves in the end. Go on, then. Back to your important business. But tell others what you saw here. The last Langford, holding his ground, while the world crumbles. Do you need something?
I was just rummaging through your shit.
Ah, a visitor. Let me guess. You've been chatting with the last great Langford downstairs? I could hear his booming voice from up here. Always the same stories, the same complaints. I've served the Langfords since I was a girl. My mother before me, too. When everyone else fled, someone had to remain. Not out of loyalty to him, mind you. Loyalty to what this house once stood for. So, I've heard he told you about the betrayal, the mine, his poor father dying of grief. You want to know what really happened? There was a mine. That much is true. But it wasn't his uncle's idea to dig. It was his. The last great Langford heir, barely 20 and already gambling away the family fortune in Camelot taverns. The mine was his desperate attempt to recover his losses. He ignored all the warnings, water pockets, old miners who refused to work there. He hired desperate folk who didn't know any better. When it collapsed, 27 miners died, and not a single coin was spent on their families until he was forced to pay up. He blames everyone for his family's downfall, except himself. Sir Senric was a good man. He didn't die of grief. He died trying to make things right. Traveled to every family that lost someone, offering what compensation he could. Worked himself to exhaustion trying to salvage the family name. The night he died, our noble heir downstairs was passed out drunk in the gambling halls of Camelot. Didn't even attend his father's funeral. The Camelotians offered to help. Some lady wanted to pay half of his debts out of respect for his father. The young drunk threw a wine bottle at her and called her a vulture. There were 12 of us left when things got bad. Loyal folk who stayed even when the pay stopped. For months, we used our own savings to keep food on the table. His table, mind you. Then winter came, and the food stores were empty. The old groundskeeper froze to death in his cottage because the Lord needed the firewood for himself. The others left one by one. Only I remained, foolish old woman that I am. Not for him, for the promises I made to his father. Watch over my son, Lord Senric asked me as he lay dying. He is lost, but perhaps one day he'll find his way. 30 years I've waited for that day. But now, with the weirdness coming, even promises must sometimes be broken. He knows it's real. That's the most pitiful part of his charade. Sometimes at night, I hear him at the east window, watching the mists with a spyglass, whimpering like a child. But to admit that it's real would mean admitting the Camelotians are right, and he'd rather die than do that. Last week, it took the old mill at the edge of town, turned it inside out. Stones became light as paper. Water flowed upward. Whatever you decide to do, don't linger too long. Some ends come whether we're ready or not. I've packed my things. Soon I will leave, with or without him. I fulfilled my promise for long enough. And why would I want to leave with him? I think I've carried this burden for long enough. That's the cruel truth of it, isn't it? 30 years I've kept him alive. And what thanks have I gotten? None. But you're right. He wouldn't last a week without someone to cook his meals and tend his fire. Even his self-pity needs an audience.
Back so soon? Found nothing worth stealing upstairs, I take it? That old crow. Don't believe a word she says. Been addled for years. Probably told you I'm some kind of monster, did she? Always had a talent for dramatic tales. Not this nonsense again. The Langfords have weathered worse than some mysterious fog. This house has stood for generations, and it will stand for generations more. And what would you know of leadership? The Langfords have held this land since before your grandparents were born. Retreating is for the weak. Begging? How undignified. The Langfords respond to reason and respect, not to pitiful pleas. Your concern is noted but unwelcome. This is my home, and here I remain. Go, if you're so convinced of this danger. Join the other cowards.
Ah, a visitor. I'm Ebert Talbot, at your service. Pardon the mess, we're packing. The weirdness is drawing near, and I intend to have my family in Borough by week's end. Wait, you must be the stranger everyone's talking about. The one who made the Menhir glow brighter. Just perfect. My wife already refuses to leave, and now your arrival will only fuel her delusions. Family legacy, ancestral home, take your pick. Her family has held this estate for generations. My wife can't see reason. She believes Lord Yvain will find a solution. Ha! That man can't decide what to eat for breakfast without a committee. They're our best hope. And if they take the Menhirs from all across the land and dump them all in Camelot, well, one final sanctuary is better than scattered outposts falling one by one. Will it be crowded? Yes. But I'd rather my family live in discomfort than die in luxury. They know what they're doing. I trust them more than this dying town, and definitely more than our Yvain. A weak man bearing a great name. His ancestors were a great house. Legends say Palamedes stood firm against Arthur himself. Yvain can barely stand against a stiff breeze. Multiple times, I've attended every meeting, presented rational arguments, offered to fund transportation for those who cannot afford it. Yvain listens politely, then does absolutely nothing. The sensible ones have, and now only the stubborn remain. That includes my wife, of course. We should be ready to depart at a moment's notice, yet my wife still refuses to pack a single dress. I won't leave her behind, but I cannot stay and watch the weirdness take everything I love. Short of the weirdness retreating, no, I don't think so. Then I face an impossible choice. Leave my wife to die, or stay and perish alongside her. I love Vesa with every fiber of my being. I cannot imagine life without her. Perhaps in the final hour, faced with the encroaching fog, she will change her mind. You would do that? I'd be most grateful. Vesa respects new voices than my endless nagging. If you could convince her, I would owe you a considerable debt.
You startled me. Welcome. I am Vesa Meredith Talbot. Please ignore the crates. My husband's doing. He insists on preparing for an evacuation I won't join. 4 generations of my family have lived here. The wordness may take it from me, but I will not abandon it willingly. Each generation of my family faced a crisis, and each endured. What message does it send if I'm the first to abandon our legacy? Eadbert has always been cautious, but there are times when caution becomes cowardice. The Menhir still stands. Lord Yvain still searches for solutions. And I've heard that the Menhir responded to you. If such miracles are possible, why surrender before the battle is truly lost? I believe nothing is certain until it occurs. Hope remains while the Menhir stands. Lord Yvain carries a heavy burden, and he's looking for balance. He's searching for a solution that preserves both our people and heritage. His heart is true. Well, at least that's what I chose to believe. Action without wisdom is merely motion, and what's the point in that? I know. That's what makes this difficult. He trusts what he can see and touch. Gold, contracts. He struggles to believe in possibilities beyond immediate danger. I love him for his caution, but some crises demand we stand firm. Compromise how? Leave my ancestral home to be consumed? Watch Camelot tear our Menhir from the earth? I've packed essentials should the worst come, but I cannot pretend to accept what I believe is wrong. Well, my grandmother once told me that legacy lives in bloodlines, not stones. Perhaps I dishonor their memory by clinging so rigidly to walls and earth. But the Menhir reacted to you. And you're an outsider. You must have seen the wordness yourself. Tell me, truly, what would you recommend? Should we stay and fight for our heritage, or flee like Eadbert wants to? There's wisdom in that. My grandfather told stories of battle retreats that later led to victory. Perhaps this isn't surrender. Perhaps we preserve our strength to reclaim what's ours when the time is right.
Even though I've
Very
technically
well.
saved.
I won't mistake stubbornness for bravery any longer.
You guys got anything good?
Just passing through? Good.
Good.
Did you speak with Vessa? Has she finally seen reason? Truly? You've done it? I don't know what to say. You've accomplished in one conversation what I couldn't in a month. How did you manage it? Nope, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we'll be together, safe in Borough. What miracle did you work to change her mind? Yes, you're right. This is between us now. Whatever you said clearly worked, but the path forward must be walked together. No more talking through intermediaries. Thank you for giving us this chance. I won't waste it. I promised you a debt, and I intend to honor it. The Talbot family doesn't forget those who help us in our hour of need. Here, this key will open a crate we won't be taking with us.
You need something.
That mean, bro?
You startled me.
Where's this fucking magical mystical? Oh.
You startled me.
Just passing through? Good.
Good. Oh, is it this one?
Are you hiding from someone?
I'll fucking rob you. Can't you?
You startled me.
Okay, let's... Still looking for the...
Oh, hello there.
Nice to see you.
I'm looking for the Red Priest.
Didn't think I'd miss you this much. Go on then. I think that I'm all.
Red Priest.
Well, look who it is. The one who reignited the men here. I must say I'm impressed. Tell me, how did you manage to do that? Fascinating. You may not know, but I suspect the Kaya whispers her word to those who listen, even if they don't realize it. Tell me, would you like to help further? The people of Kunakt are in need, and someone like you could make all the difference. The fields of Kunakt are dying, their lifeblood drained by the creeping weirdness. If the crops fail, the people starve, and starving people are restless people. That cannot happen. Properly placed, they can shield the farmlands long enough for a harvest to be salvaged. It's not the perfect solution, but it's a start. And if the people see that the priests care for their well-being, they'll be more inclined to trust us. I need someone capable to handle this. Someone like you. You've seen them around, no doubt. They're simple enough in appearance, but the knowledge to craft them isn't as common as you'd think. Unfortunately, I don't have the recipe myself. If I did, this wouldn't be an issue. You'll need to find someone who knows the craft, someone familiar with the weirdness or the old ways. But be cautious. Those who keep such knowledge don't part with it easily. Secrets, after all, are a kind of power. But I'm sure you'll manage. You've done the impossible before. A druid would be ideal, of course. They hold the deepest ties to the old ways and to the secrets of the weirdness. Here they have Maggot, but I wouldn't count on him if I were you. But there may be others who might help. Furket, the local inventor, has a knack for turning scraps of knowledge into working tools. If not him, perhaps someone who deals in druidic artifacts. Collectors sometimes know more than they let on. Legate Denholm won't be pleased. He prefers the weirdness close. It makes travel to Camelot faster. But this isn't about his ambitions. It's about the people of Kunakt and what they need to survive. Help me do this, and you'll have not only my gratitude, but the gratitude of every farmer whose fields we save. So, my Menhir Whisperer, what say you? Will you lend a hand and help the people of Kunakt?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Good. I knew you'd see the importance of this. Together, we'll keep the fields alive and the people fed. For now, at least. Once you have the lanterns, they need to be placed around the farmlands. Start with the fields of Reese and Ida. They work as a couple and have some of the largest crops in Kunakt. Then head to the lands of Rob and Gil. They're brothers and, while they're stubborn, their fields are crucial to the town's food supply. Without their harvest, we'd be in serious trouble. Position the lanterns carefully. Their glow will push back the weirdness, at least for a time. It won't be a permanent solution, but it's what we need to survive the season.
lanterns? Oh, sure, I know about them. They're everywhere these days. Simple tools to keep the weirdness at bay. But, how to make them? That's where things get tricky. I used to know. I had the recipe from my old master, back when I was a proper druid. But it's been years, and my memory's not what it used to be. Sold the recipe, too. Gave it to a merchant named Alwyn. He's got a thing for druidic artifacts, though you won't hear him bragging about it in public. If you want that recipe, you'll have to deal with Alwyn. But don't expect it to come cheap. He guards his treasures like a dragon hoarding gold.
Moo. Moo moo. Moo moo. Moo 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 moo.
You doing okay? Hello again. I've got weird lantern recipe. That's an interesting claim. I assure you I've never dealt in such peculiar items. Now, if that is all, I'm a busy... I see we've abandoned civility. Very well, you've made your point. Although I warn you, a reputation is easily lost. Fine, take the blasted thing. But don't expect to be welcome in my shop anytime soon. Take care out there. Good day.
Oh, hello there.
Stay out of my way.
Stay out of my...
Always good to have a little rest. You doing okay?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I've already heard about the fields. They're glowing like beacons in the dark. Well done. Truly. Here's your reward. You've not only helped the farmers, but you've also helped me ensure that this town has a fighting chance. Of course, there's more to this than just glowing fields and happy farmers. You see, the men here staying here is strategically important. Kunacht is a perfect transfer point for us. Priests, supplies, knowledge, all flowing to the island asylum. If the men here were moved, or if its strength were undermined, we'd lose that advantage. And believe me, the church doesn't give up advantages lightly. So, yes, helping the farmers improves our standing. But don't mistake it for charity. We need this town stable. For now, anyway. You've done well, but remember, everything here serves a greater purpose. A noble sentiment, I'll give you that. But safety is fleeting, my friend. It's the forces behind the safety, the ones pulling the strings, that truly matter. Still, you're right. The people are safe, and that's not nothing. Now, given that you've proven yourself eager to help the people of Kunacht, can I ask you for one more thing? A small favor, just for me this time. That's what I like to hear. Simple, practical. This is for Lily, a really religious girl not far from here. I'd go myself, but my duties keep me tethered. Deliver it to her and you'll have my gratitude. And my coin.
go with her.
I'm so confused.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything helps.
Haven't seen you at prayers lately. What's wrong? Finally figured out Kai's blessing doesn't shine on two-faced harlots?
Is that why you're here, Ludger? Really? If it is, then get out of my house.
What? You think I came here to bring news from your lover? I don't know who you've been spreading your legs for, but if you tell me, I'll happily let him know you're waiting for him like the hussy you are.
Shut up! You're disgusting. I only let you in because we're supposed to be brothers and sisters in the word. But if this is how you act, you're not welcome here. Now piss off.
This isn't over, Lily. The truth will come out, whether you like it or not. Oi, and who do you think you are? I saw you at the... Vitus gave me this job, so you'd better stay out of my way. That's not true. I swear. I'll figure out who Lily's been running off with. I wanted to follow her, but she's just been sitting at home, so I lost my nerve. Please, tell Brother Vitus he can still count on me. I won't let this harlot spread sin among Kai's faithful.
Seriously? That goes to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to see that. Ludger is... not the best of us. Is there anything I can help you with? I've been better. Some days I feel like the Prophet is testing me. I'm trying to walk my path, but it seems to be made of hurdles. I do. Why? Is that so odd? The Prophet has always felt more... tangible, you know? The priestesses always say that the All-Mother guides and watches over us. But I've never felt it.
The priest shows me the prophet's
teaches that
touch.
we are to walk our path and listen to the word, and everything that happens is just a part of our pilgrimage. With every step, we move closer to the truth. It makes me feel more grounded, like my life has meaning no matter what happens. That's not true. Well, I mean, I've heard rumors about terrible things happening in the island asylum. But Brother Fabius says that everything the priests are doing there is for the good of the people. They are trying to cure the Red Death, and I've seen what that can do. I'm not happy that people are suffering, but maybe, thanks to their sacrifice, one day we won't have to live in fear anymore.
I think the Fabius is...
I don't know. You see, the Red Church has been holding these meetings for people in Camelot interested in the way of the word, and I really like them. Brother Fabius or Brother Vitus usually share the prophet's teachings and then lead us in prayer. Ludger attends as well, but he's very zealous. I think he wants to become a Red Priest, though how following me around and yelling obscenities is supposed to help with that, I have no idea. A letter from Brother Fabius. Let me see. Oh. So he's not coming. Bollocks! Stupid bastard! What am I supposed to do now? I can't wait much longer. What I need right now is to punch someone. Oh God, this is a nightmare. I'm not sure. This is so embarrassing. But if Fabius gave you that letter, it means he finds you trustworthy, right? Right. So, Fabius and I, we love each other. We've been meeting in secret for a while now, and I'm pregnant. I haven't told him yet. I was really hoping he'd come today, but he didn't. Ludger did. Like a damn hound sniffing out my misfortune. Now I can't go to Fabius, and I can't go to Niente because that moron will be following me around, causing a scene. We're not having an affair. That word is so ugly, so sinful, and it's not like either of us is married. Yes, Fabius has his duties to the Red Church, but that's different. He's not betraying anyone or anything. We love each other.
We love
And he's been so good to me, so kind. Maybe. But sometimes you have to hide your feelings because people don't understand. They can be so small-minded. And Fabius, he cares so much about being a priest. I never wanted what we have to make things harder for him. I thought it would be fine. I thought we'd be safe. But it just happened.
Just happened.
She has those herbs for women when they're in trouble. I really want to keep this baby, but I doubt Fabius will want it, and I can't raise it on my own. Camelot is small, and the people here, well, you've met Ludger. I wouldn't have a moment of peace. I don't even want to think about how they'd treat my baby. I'd rather end it now than let it live a miserable life. I really want to tell him, but now, I don't know. I'm not sure it'll change anything. I just want this to be over. And go where? With what? I have no family left, and I barely have enough to get by as it is. Should I risk my child starving to death with no roof over our head? How is that any better? I'd like there to be, I think. But I don't even know where to start. Who would take in a mother and her child? People aren't that kind. I've heard the Temple of the All-Mother used to help with things like this before it changed. But that was a long time ago. Still, if you do find something, another option, I'd be grateful to know.
Spill my tea real quick.
I don't want that either. But you don't know the people here like I do. They won't offer help, only judgment. And it's not just me I'm worried about. My child would be treated as an outcast. I might have made a stupid mistake, but no one else should suffer for it. And I will. Oh, is there anything? The now with it. That's not, but they're I'm not. A letter from Brother Phobius. Oh. So he's stupid bastard! What I. Right. So I haven't. Ludger. We're not having an affair. Yes, we just. That's because you don't know him like he talks about how much he wants to help people, but it's hard for him. Everyone's always trying to drag him down. That's why he might seem cold or distant sometimes. That's not who he really is. She has those herbs for women. Cannot. I'd run. Should I've still. Thank you.
Oh, you look quite serious. Did something happen? What? How is that even possible? Stop! I know how it happened, obviously. It's just... This is a lot to process. I wasn't expecting to hear this today. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. I see. Please, leave me be. I need some time to think this through on my own. In the meantime, do what you can to help her. I'd be grateful. In the end, it's her decision, after all.
Snarty buddy, how you doing?
And Fabius is the father, isn't he? The shining star of the Red Church, always playing the savior. Yes, I
Bro,
know about them.
I understand.
Lily was once a devoted follower
Been a
of the
rough
All-Mother.
fucking year.
Then that priest seduced her with his word, of course. I feared it would end this way. Poor girl. It's no easy thing, bearing such a burden alone.
Trucking.
I
Keep
wish
trucking
she
on.
had come to me sooner. Yes, I can. If she wants to keep the child, the priestesses at the Titan Steps can take her in, care for her, and ensure both mother and baby are safe. It won't be easy, but she won't have to face it alone. But if she isn't ready for that path, there are other options. I can prepare herbs to help her, though I'll need a few ingredients if you want them quickly. Common enough. I'll give you the list. Gather them and I'll prepare what she needs.
Oh. Sorry. I just got back a second ago from